The other thing that they use is snap guards. You set them on and you just flip the snaps over and the guards stay on. If the guard has to be bolted on and unbolted, what happens after about 10 times of doing that? Strips the bolts. They get cross-threaded. It's hard to do. You have to go get a wrench. If you have to go get a wrench, are you going to take it off? Maybe, maybe not. What happens if you don't like taking it off? You're going to do one of two things. You're going to take it off and leave it off, or you're simply not going to take it off, and not taking it off may be that you're not greasing it or you're not cleaning it. And so the machine is going to fail because of lack of maintenance, or you could get hurt because you're tired of taking it on and off and you just leave it off. So the manufacturers realize that, so they want to make it so simple that you don't forget to put it back on. Liability conscious, go ahead and click it down a couple. You need to be liability conscious as managers and superintendents. You will be the person that they come and talk to. If there's an accident under your care, you're the person they come and talk to. And so you want to make sure that you fix any safety deficiencies that take place. If you have a motor that doesn't have brakes, fix it. And don't just fix it or have your technician fix it. You want to make sure that you document it. And you want to make sure that your service technician documents it. Make sure he has access to a computer or a good paper record system that he can document what he's fixed. If the operator goes out, crashes into a pond and gets hurt, and he says, well, the brakes failed, and you don't have any documentation that says that the brakes were checked every day and they were performing correctly, you're going to get sued. If you have the records, then the operator is going to be the one that L&I says, no, you screwed up, and you're the one that's going to get fired, and you get no recourse to it. And so make sure that there's documentation. Most people are too busy to document until an accident happens, and then they think, man, could have hired another 3 people for the cost of what it cost me for this accident. So I could have hired someone just to walk around and document for the price of that lawsuit. And so take a little time and document. If you're not documented, then you're liable. Even if you're not at fault and you checked it every day, you're still liable if there's no documentation to show otherwise. If it's deficient, make sure you tag it. Don't say, oh, that machine over there doesn't have brakes, and then just leave it, because anybody walking around can jump on it and take off, and if it's not tagged, you're liable. Even if you documented in your notes, oh, I need to fix the brakes on this machine, if it's not tagged and he gets hurt, you're liable for it. So mark it and don't operate them when they're deficient. And most of you have been someplace that operated equipment that probably was deficient, but when you do that, the liability has to go to somebody. So keep that in mind. Injuries. When you look at injuries that take place, and this is statistics that come out of more ag-related, which is similar to what we're working on, working with equipment. 31% of all injuries take place dealing with the hands, the fingers, and the arms. You stick your hands in something, you fall on it. A lot of people injure their hand. It comes with their hands or in their arms, 31%. The second biggest injury that you're going to see comes to the front, and that's between the neck and the waist, including your back. And a lot of those take place with lifting. Lifting is probably the #1 reason that people get the injury that's related in this category. They don't understand how to lift something, and they just bend over and pick it up. And we're going to talk more specific about that in a few minutes. And so 27% of the accidents take place in that area. 22% legs, feet, and toes. People that stick their feet under a lawnmower that has the blades on. People that slip and fall, or climbing up on a machine, don't use the step or climb up the wrong way and slip and fall and hurt the legs. So a lot of injuries take place in there. The face, head, ears, hearing, that's only 12%. You'd think that would be higher.